Hello everyone and welcome to this sixth set from the DILR Dangal series. Now today we are going to solve a very interesting set that has a lot of interpretations, the way in which you represent data, and I'm sure you are going to enjoy solving this particular set. I am Dr. Shashank Prabhu. I am the founder at Point99 and I have been a CAT 100 percentiler and an alumnus of FMS Delhi. So if you like the content that we are putting up, do consider subscribing to the channel, the link to which will be in the title of this video as well. Now without further ado, let's start with the set. What I'll do is I'll show you the set. You can pause the video once you have all the relevant data in front of you. I'll also show you the questions. You can answer the questions on your own. And then you can see how much time did it take you to solve this particular set, how much time does it take me to solve this particular set, and what all are the bottlenecks that you might have encountered. Having said that, there are a few takeaways towards the very end of this video. So make sure that you watch the entire video so that you don't miss out on any subtle hints or clues that will be a part of this entire set. So सबसे पहले set दिखा देते हैं. So this is what the set looks like. Students in a college are discussing two proposals, and then we have been given that a student does not necessarily support either of the two proposals, and so on and so forth. And there are two candidates, Sunita and Ragini. Now we have also been given some additional data points here which will help us crack this set. There are 500 students who have been surveyed, and we have all these points that define what these 500 students have voted for. Also, we have these 4 questions that are a part of this particular set. So among the students surveyed who supported proposal A, what percentage preferred Sunita? Then you have question 2, who did not support proposal A, preferred Ragini. Then questions 3 and 4, what percentage of students surveyed and how many of the students surveyed, and so on and so forth. So once you get the data in place, the set is fairly straightforward. So try it out on your own. Try to see what is the best way that you can represent this data, and then have a look at the solution that will follow. So this is the last chance for you to pause the video, go back, have a look at the set, try it out on your own, and then have a look at the solution. So now let's start solving this particular set. So let's look at the information that we have in a palatable manner. So this is the information that we have. We also know that there were 500 students who had voted for or who were surveyed for this particular process. So let's start with this and let's try to see if we are getting any direct bit of information. And the table that we have here will basically talk about the set, the premise of the set that is there. Now, what is the premise of the set? Let's have a look at it once more and then we'll have a look at the solution. So students in a college are discussing two proposals. Proposal A is by the authorities to introduce dress code on campus. And proposal B ये बोलता है that they should allow multinational food franchises to set up outlets on college campus. तो पहला वाला है dress code, second one is multinational food franchises. Now the problem is इसके आगे जाके हम कहीं पे भी dress code या multinational food franchises की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं. So we are only talking about proposal A and B. So A could have been anything, B could have been anything. It would not have mattered. We just know there are two proposals, A and B. A student does not necessarily support either of the two proposals. तो ये बहुत ही स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड इन्फॉर्मेशन है. ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि एक स्टूडेंट को या तो A या तो B को सपोर्ट करना ही है. A student can choose to support both proposals. A student can choose to support neither of the two proposals. In an upcoming election for student union president, there are two candidates in fray, Sunita and Ragini. अब सुनीता एंड रागिनी में से भी कोई एक को ये कैंडिडेट्स या फिर ये जो सर्वेड पीपल है वो चूज कर रहे हैं. So there are two different things that are going on. There are two proposals that are there. So proposal A, proposal B, either proposal or both proposals A and B are acceptable, or neither proposal A nor proposal B is acceptable. तो ये चार कैटेगरीज हैं स्टूडेंट्स के. एंड टू ऐड टू दैट देयर इज आल्सो एन इलेक्शन दैट इज गोइंग ऑन, जहां पे दो कैंडिडेट्स हैं, वन इज सुनीता, वन इज रागिनी. These students will have to vote for one of the two candidates. So every student prefers one of the two candidates दिया हुआ है, which means that ऐसा कोई भी स्टूडेंट नहीं है जाके बोल देगा मुझे दोनों कैंडिडेट्स पसंद नहीं है, या फिर no student will go and tell them that we like both the candidates. So now let's get going with the set and let's try to see what we can make of it. So the first thing we are doing is we are putting this table here. So there are two parameters जहां पे हम लोगों को segregate कर रहे हैं. One is on the basis of whether they have voted for Sunita or they have voted for Ragini. And यहाँ पे चार चीजें हो सकती हैं. या तो I have voted for only proposal A, or I have voted for only proposal B, or I have voted for both the proposals, या तो I have voted for neither of the two proposals. And जो total होगा दोनों तरफ वो 500 ही होना चाहिए, because there are 500 students who have participated in this survey. अभी एक बार देख लेते हैं डेटा पॉइंट्स क्या क्या है, एंड देन वी विल ट्राई टू फिगर आउट इफ देयर इज समथिंग दैट वी कैन again infer from this and put it in this particular table. Now 250 students supported proposal A and 250 students supported proposal B. Now can I write it here 250 here and 250 here? Not really, because we know that 250 students supported proposal A, but ऐसा नहीं बोला है that 250 students supported only proposal A. So 250 is going to be only A plus both, and 250 is going to be only B plus both. Now that will tell you one small thing which you might find useful later on. अगर only A plus both is equal to only B plus both, we know that only A का value is going to be equal to only B का value. ये दोनों values same होंगे. So they have not mentioned it to us directly, but we know that these two will be equal to each other. Let's look at the second point. Among the 200 students who preferred Sunita as student union president, 200 लोगों ने सुनीता को प्रेफर कर दिया, तो यहाँ पे टोटल ऑफ 200 पीपल प्रेफर्ड सुनीता एज यूनियन स्टूडेंट यूनियन प्रेसिडेंट, तो बचे हुए 300 लोगों ने रागिनी को प्रेफर किया होगा एज स्टूडेंट यूनियन प्रेसिडेंट. सो यहाँ पे 200 and 300 मिल जाता है. नाउ अमंग द 200 स्टूडेंट्स हु हैव प्रेफर्ड सुनीता, 80% सपोर्टेड प्रपोजल ए. So out of 200, 80%, 160 people supported proposal A. मतलब only A plus both is equal to 160. ये हमको पता है. But again, we can't write it here directly. So let's not look at it at this point in time. Third, among those who preferred Ragini, 30% supported proposal A. अब रागिनी को 300 लोगों ने सपोर्ट किया था. 30% of that, which means 90 people would have supported proposal A, meaning this plus this, only A plus both has to be 90. Again, I can't write it here without introducing a lot of variables. So let's see if there is some resolution that exists in this set, and only then we will look at the variables that we need to solve this one. Then 20% of those who supported proposal B preferred Sunita. 20% of those who supported proposal B, मतलब कौन से वाले? Only B and both. इनमें से 20% जो होंगे, ये टोटल का जो 20% होगा, they would have preferred Sunita. That is what we know in this particular case. Again, we don't know a lot of these numbers, so अभी इसको नहीं हाथ लगा रहे. Then 40% of those who did not support proposal B preferred Ragini. Did not support proposal B मतलब क्या हो गया? B को भी सपोर्ट नहीं किया और बोथ को भी सपोर्ट नहीं किया, राइट? ये वाले. So these and these, if you look at them, 40% of those who did not support proposal B, तो ये दोनों के दोनों जो होंगे, ये टोटल, this one neither A nor B and this one only A, इसके 40% would have preferred Ragini and 60% would have preferred Sunita. तो ये वाले जो दो होंगे वो ऐड होंगे 40% of these two, and ये वाले जो होंगे वो will add up to 60% of these two. Again, we are not doing anything at this point in time. Let go of this condition as well. Every student who preferred Sunita and supported proposal B also supported proposal A. So every student who preferred Sunita, so Sunita को जिसने prefer किया था, and proposal B, मतलब this one or this one, also supported proposal A. So ऐसा कोई नहीं हो सकता जिसने सुनीता को सपोर्ट किया था and voted for proposal B only. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. So this will be 0. So everyone who supported Sunita and proposal B also supported proposal A. मतलब both वाले ही cases exist करेंगे अगर किसी ने B choose किया है तो, right? So this is something we have used in a way. So let's see. Among those who preferred Ragini, मतलब out of 300 people, 20% did not support any of the proposals. So 20% मतलब कितना हो गया? 20% of 300 is 60. Now 60 people did not support any of the proposals. So neither A nor B will be 60 here out of these 300 that we have. Now we had seen one small thing in one of the previous bits जहाँ पे हमने बोला था 40% of those who did not support proposal B preferred Ragini, right? So 40% of those who did not support proposal B preferred Ragini के अंदर we had said that this plus this will be 40% of this one plus this one, only A total and neither total. तो ये दोनों हम ऐड करेंगे तो यहाँ पे this will basically be 40%. ये हमको पता है. Now let's see what else do we have. This we have used completely. Fine. Now let's see. Again, we will look at the things that we have here and we'll try to see if we are able to get something here or not. So 250 students supported proposal A and 250 students supported proposal B. So we know that this and these are equal. ये दोनों terms equal है, हमको पता है. Among the 200 students who preferred Sunita, ये हमने use कर लिया. 80% supported proposal A. Out of the 200 people who supported Sunita, 80%, 160 people supported proposal A. अब 160 people supported A का मतलब क्या बना? 160 people supported only A and both A and B. ये दोनों को अगर ऐड करेंगे तो अपने को मिलेगा 160. Now out of 200, if these two add up to 160 and this is 0, ये बन जाएगा 40. अब अगर ये 40 बन जाता है, 40 plus 60 will give me 100 here. So there are 100 people who did not vote for either of the two proposals. A के लिए भी वोट नहीं किया, B के लिए भी वोट नहीं किया, right? So this is something that we have taken into account right now. Then among those who preferred Ragini, 30% supported proposal A. Among those who preferred Ragini, 30% supported proposal A. इसका क्या मतलब बना? 90 people supported only A and both A and B. 90 people. So we are saying that ये plus ये, only A and both was 90. ये है 60. 90 plus 60 is 150. But the total of this column is 300. So बचे हुए 150 would have been here, which means that only B would have been voted for or chosen by 150 students. ये हमको समझ में आ गया. So this is also taken care of now. 20% of those who supported proposal B preferred Sunita. 20% of those who supported proposal B, मतलब only B and both, उसका 20% will be this number. अब यहाँ पे इसका वैल्यू नहीं पता तो we can't write this value as well. So let's sit on it for at this point in time. Then 40% of those who did not support proposal B. 40% who did not support proposal B, मतलब कौन did not support proposal B is this plus this. ये दोनों का total जो होगा उसका 40% we know preferred Ragini. Now this is what we don't know, but we have seen here 250 students supported proposal A and 250 supported proposal B. इसका मतलब हमने पहले ही देखा था, only A plus both will be equal to only B plus both, and both these values will be equal to 250 from this statement. So we know that ये दोनों both का जरूरत नहीं है. So only A will be equal to only B. Now only B अगर 150 है, only A has to be 150. And because this is 150, this is 150, this is 100, सब मिला के 400 हो गया. Total should be 500. Both proposals were voted for or chosen by 100 people. ये हमको मिल जाता है. So this is what we know in terms of the total. Now we will look at that one जहां पे हम बोल रहे थे those who did not support proposal B. अब कितने लोगों ने proposal B support नहीं किया? कौन कौन होंगे? Only B and both को निकाल दिया, 150 and 100. So 250 people would have been here जिन्होंने proposal B को support नहीं किया. उन्होंने या तो only A को support किया या फिर दोनों को support नहीं किया. So 250 people are there who did not support proposal B. 40% of 250 will be 100. अब 100 लोगों ने रागिनी को सिलेक्ट किया, प्रेफर किया. So अगर यहाँ पे 60 है, then this one has to be 40 because these two should add up to 100. And ये 100 होगा तभी वो 40% of 250 होगा. So ये मिल जाता है. Now once we have these three, 40, 150 and 60, ये तीनों मिला के 250 बनेगा. But ये पूरा column is 300. So this one becomes 50. So 150 plus 40, 190 and 110 will be 300. अब अगर ये 50 है, so this also becomes 50. And ये column के अंदर this is 50, this is 40, so 90, this becomes 110. 110 plus 40 is 150. This table is now complete. Now what you can do is, if you want to confirm whether you are on the right track or not, एक बार फिर से we'll run through the conditions and we will see if you have covered everything or not. 250 students supported proposal A, so only A plus both is 250. 250 supported proposal B, 150 only B plus 100 both will true. तो ये दोनों true है. Among the 200 students who preferred Sunita, 200 people preferred Sunita, 80%, 160 would have supported proposal A, मतलब only A and both. 110 plus 50 is 160, which is 80%. So statement 2 is also considered. Statement 3, among those who preferred Ragini, 300 लोगों ने रागिनी को प्रेफर किया था. 30% supported proposal A. 90 people would have been only A plus both. So 40 plus 50, 90, 30% of 300, ये भी correct है. 20% of those who supported proposal B preferred Sunita. Proposal B कितने लोगों ने support किया था? 150 and 100. So 250 people had supported proposal B. 250 में से 20%, मतलब 50 people would have preferred Sunita. 50 people have preferred Sunita. 0 plus 50, 50 हो जाएगा. So this is also considered. 40% of those who did not support proposal B. So 150 plus 100 का 40% is 100. 100 people preferred Ragini. 40 plus 60 becomes 100. तो ये भी consider हो चुका है. Every student who preferred Sunita and supported proposal B, Sunita and supported proposal B also supported proposal A. So Sunita and only B के सामने 0 आएगा. This is also fine. And the last one, among those who preferred Ragini, 20% did not support any of the proposals. So 300 में से 20%, that is 60 people, did not support any of the proposals. This is also considered. So this is the final table that we have, and using this you will be able to answer all the questions. So although the information looks slightly complicated in terms of only A, only B, both, neither, इसमें समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि Venn diagram बनाना चाहिए, 4 factor होना चाहिए कि क्या होना चाहिए. Instead of making complicated Venn diagrams or thinking that this is set theory wala logic, you can simply create a table which has mutually exclusive and collectively exhaustive terms, and then you can answer all the questions that are there. So let's look at this table again in a slightly better format, and now we can answer all the questions that we have here. So let's look at the first question. Among the students surveyed who supported proposal A, so matlab only A and both, so 150 plus 100, 250. What percentage preferred Sunita for student union president? So out of 250, how many or what percentage preferred Sunita for union president? Sunita was preferred by 110 plus 50, that is 160. 160 out of 250 into 100 करेंगे तो percentage मिल जाएगा. 0 will get cancelled out. 25 fours are 100, 16 fours are 64%. So the correct answer to the first question is going to be 64 in terms of percentage points. Let's look at the second question now. What percentage of the students surveyed who did not support proposal A? मतलब only B या neither. Did not support proposal A मतलब ये दो rows हो जाते हैं. Preferred Ragini as the student union president. So 150 plus 100 out of 250. How many preferred Ragini? 150 plus 60, that is 210. Now 210 by 250 into 100. If you have been observant, you will see that 21 fours are 84, and that is precisely our answer. So the correct answer to the second question is 84. Third question देख लेते हैं. What percentage of the students surveyed who supported both proposals A and B preferred Sunita as student union president? Both कितने लोगों ने किया था? 100 लोगों ने किया था, right? उसमें से सुनीता को कितने लोगों ने चूज किया? 50. So 50 out of 100 or 50%. That's why option B will be the correct answer here. And looking at the last question, how many of the students surveyed supported proposal B? मतलब this one or this one. Did not support proposal A, मतलब only B, and preferred Ragini as their student union president. So only B के अंदर Ragini को कितने लोगों ने select किया था? 150. And that's why the correct answer here is option D, that is 150. Now, if you would have been really good at this set, you should have been able to crack this set within 5 to 6 minutes. So I will consider this as a moderate to slightly difficult set. I will not say very difficult, but moderate-ish set is what I would consider this to be. Now, this was an actual set from CAT 2019 slot 2. And if you look at all the sets that were there, this should have been one of those sets that you should have attempted for sure, right? And this was the pre-COVID era when you used to get 8 sets that you needed to be solved, in 1 hour. So यहाँ पे ये वाला एक set था, वो definitely should have been among your top 4 sets in this particular slot. So I hope you are able to solve this particular set properly without making a lot of mistakes. अब इसके अंदर और takeaway क्या हो सकते हैं? Data representation here is key. So सिर्फ solve करना या सिर्फ visualize करना is one matter, but represent करना data is the key. And the first thing you have to understand here is that हर चीज के अंदर जो डेटा दिया होगा, that data is not going to be in a linear manner. Linear का मतलब it is not going to be the case that first statement is going to be the first entry in your table. ऐसा हो सकता है that the first, second, third, fourth, fifth जो हमारे केस में होता, sixth, 6 केसेस, 6 कंडीशंस हमारे से कोई भी टेबल में एंटर नहीं हुई थी. The 7th condition was the one that was entered into the table, and that made our life much easier because उसके बाद सारा का सारा सुडोकू लॉजिक बना. So that was the first bottleneck. If you start taking variables at the very beginning and you don't trust the data to fall in place later, you will always be left with one or more variables by the time you reach a point which would have made absolute sense. So सबसे पहले जल्दबाजी करके डेटा को टेबल के अंदर डालने की गलती मत करना. Make sure that you go through the data points and put everything that deserves to be put in the table directly. वो पहले देखना, and उसके बाद you can start taking variables or considering various conditions and so on and so forth. But make sure कि सबसे पहले जो point टेबल के अंदर जाएगा वही मुझे देखना है, although it will be the last point in this particular condition का set that we have. Use variables whenever you get stuck. So in case अगर कहीं पे आप अटक जाते इसके बाद, then you could have used variables and you could have maybe not used one data point and you could have used x and x 90 minus x ऐसे कुछ करके you could have figured it out, but it was not required, to be very honest. अगर last वाला point हम ठीक से ले लेते हैं ना, तो variables की इसमें जरूरत नहीं है. But whenever you get stuck, try to use variables and try to come up with equations. That will make your life much easier than just sitting at one point and staring at the set. So if you are not writing during the set, then you are not solving the set. It's as simple as that. So for those of you who are struggling with timing yourself and you're not able to break through sets itna quickly as you think you should, you are wasting a lot of time not solving the set, which means you are not writing down anything, you are not thinking in the right direction, which basically means that you are not solving the set. This is a controversial statement, to be very honest, because a lot of people believe that you should be able to solve without writing. But understand that it is not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm just telling you that the pressure is so intense during the test. कभी कभी ऐसे हो सकता है that you visualize something and something else appears in front of you, and then it's a big problem. So make sure that you're not falling into this trap of not writing down things. Make sure that you're using the rough sheet properly. आराम से उसके अंदर सारे के सारे cases लिख सकते हो. Make sure that you write down everything if you're not sure of something, and only when you've exhausted everything, you move on from this set to another. Idle time spend मत करना. Don't spend more than 1 minute or minute and a half staring at the set, क्योंकि उससे ब्रेक थ्रू नहीं होगा. The numbers will not suddenly realign themselves and start making sense. ऐसा नहीं होगा. You will have to write down things, you will have to represent it properly, only then will it start making sense. Okay? So I hope you had fun solving this particular set. Do let us know in the comment section below how much time did you take to solve this set. If it is below 5 minutes, kudos to you. If it is between 5 to 10 minutes, it is perfectly okay. If it is more than 10 minutes, you might have to read the data a bit more carefully the next time around. So do let me know in case there is some suggestion from your end as to what kind of sets should I choose next come this entire series, and I'll try to introduce these sets or these type of questions in the forthcoming sets or upcoming sets in this particular series. All right, so I hope everybody had fun solving this set. I'll see you again with the next DILR Dangal set. Till then, take care and keep preparing.